of course, heavily dependent on the security guarantee provided by the United States via NATO. And if you take the period from 1990 to 2014, more or less, then we had a long period where the way we were kind of paying for the security guarantee would come in the form of participation in the international interventions. So that was the reason why we were engaged in Afghanistan, we were engaged in Syria, Iraq, Libya, and also in the Balkans in the 90s. We didn't have a direct threat back then, but in order to make ourselves useful for the United States, we were kind of engaging in these types of operation. That were kind of a security strategy that was relying on the United States, that they were, demanding things from us. But now we have seen a change in the U.S. demands. The U.S. is kind of moving its focus to Asia, meaning that it has told the European states that they should, defend themselves. We have been quite hesitant actually to increase our defense budgets in this process. We have doing a little bit, but not that much. But then we had the Ukraine war, which kind of created a sense of urgency that, and okay, now we have a direct threat. We hadn't had a threat for many years. So there has been a perception in Denmark that we have an imminent threat that is coming right now, and we have to act. But we're also acting based on the pressure that we feel from Washington, because they have signalized, especially if we see a new Trump or a Trump-like candidate, that they will shift their attention away from Europe and towards Asia, Taiwan instead. The Danish army is not combat ready in kind of a traditional sense, but that also comes with the background that the Danish military for many years has been designed to participate in interventions, meaning we had a very small professional army that we were able to deploy relatively fast under British or American leadership.
If Russia succeeded in Ukraine, the question was asked, who was next then? So it was not because Denmark felt next in line, but because they could see this as sort of like a domino effect, when not only Russia, but also other countries could use military means to change borders. And that was not at all in a Danish interest if that was sort of the new normal in international politics. So that was why we saw a very supportive line for Ukraine and a tough line towards Russia in general. And that is very broad supported in Denmark.